Hey everybody, Shep here. Well, today is September 19th, and I've been playing carpenter today. So, I'm finally getting a start on the chicken coop. I've been wanting to do that all summer, and I just really haven't. I've had a lot of other stuff going on, and I haven't had the time that I would have liked to had to devote to this. So, I don't have I don't have the time to just build this all at once. So over the next month or so, I'm going to be making, I'll be posting a video here and there, kind of updates on it. I probably won't really record much of me actually building it, but I'll make updates of what's going on, kind of how far I've gotten on it. So this is the first video. I've had the chops all set up, and I've been cutting this wood today. So I'll take a minute here to talk about the chicken coop design that I have decided to build. There's another YouTuber, SSL Family Dad. He has some really good videos, and he has a really good video where he builds a chicken coop, and then on his website you can have he has the free plans you can download. And I like his design. I like that the plans are right there. I've built several things, and I can build stuff, but at the same time, it's a whole nother level of easy when you basically have the plans of how to build it. All you got to do is cut the wood. So I appreciate that. I doubt that he will ever see this video. But if he does, thank you, sir. I appreciate you making this available for everybody. And so that's the design that I've decided to build, and I've had the plans, and I've did the cut list. This is all of the 2x4s that I'm gonna need for the project. I'll take a minute here to talk about the materials I'm using. So I am not going to have to buy much materials, which makes this really awesome. I'll have to buy some hinges and some screws probably. But as far as lumber goes, I really shouldn't have to buy hardly anything at all. So I had a house built back in the fall, and they finished it in the spring. And like a true, homesteader fashion, I scrounged what I could out of the dumpster. Their scraps that they, just threw away. And that's where I've gotten all this. Now, I will say that I have spent a lot of time, I spent a lot more time cutting this than if I would have just had brand new stuff. Obviously, the scraps, they were all different lengths, and I went through every one and tried to get as much out of the piece as I could without having any waste. So obviously that took time. A lot of these I had to pull nails out of, so that took a lot of time. So spent a lot more time than if I was just cutting fresh stuff, but at the same time I didn't have to buy any of this. So obviously this is what I'll use to frame it. I have some 4x4s that I'll make the post out of, posts for it, because it's off the ground. So I have those. I didn't cut those today, but I have them. I just bought me a few pavers yesterday to set it on. I didn't have any of those, so I did buy those. Those are like $1.50 a piece. And I'm going to be making mine a little bit different than he did. I have a little bit of OSB, so I'll be covering the outside with that. And then I have, not from my house, but just that we've saved down the years, I have some vinyl siding just laying around, so I'm going to use that on the outside of my chicken coop. And then I have some leftover fiberglass insulation from when I insulated my garage. I'm going to have an insulated chicken coop since I've got that left over and nothing else to do with it. So I have some scrap metal roof that I've had for several years, and I think I've got enough for the chicken coop roof. I used a little bit last year on my corn crib, but I think I have enough at least for the chicken coop. And yeah, that's it. So really, the chicken coop, I shouldn't have to really buy any materials, like I said, other than some screws and some hardware type stuff. We'll go out and look. So I'm planning on putting it right out here under these trees. Now the only thing I will have to buy is I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to do like a chicken run type thing, because I don't want to just let them free range. I've talked about that before in other videos, but I want to be able them to be out a little bit. So my plan is, not sure exactly where here, but I'm going to put the chicken coop in this area. And then I guess I'm going to buy some 6-foot T-posts and then some 4-foot chicken wire just to make a little chicken run that keeps the chickens contained in it. I know chicken wire, you know, won't keep stuff out, but I plan on shutting them up in the coop every night. So it's mainly to keep them in. I hope 4-foot will work. If it doesn't, I may add a little bit to it, make it a little taller, but that's kind of where I'm at now. So that's going to be my biggest expense, buying those things. But at the same time, I'm not going to have a lot of money in it, so that's awesome. We can look at them while we're out here. They are doing really big. They're getting kind of big for what they're in now. Hi, girls. And within this week, we've gotten the first 3 eggs off of them, so that's cool. Now I have 2 barred rocks and 2 Easter eggers, and all 3 eggs have been brown, so that'd be from the barred rocks. I obviously don't know if one of them's laying or if they both are. But I got these chicks on May 21st. So June, July, August, September. So I've only had them for 4 months. So, and they were, you know, a couple days old when I got them. So I was kind of surprised, you know, that they had started laying already. Of course, the eggs they're small. They're probably only about as big or round as a $50, so they're a lot smaller than a regular egg. But yeah, I'm sure they're ready to get a bigger house to live in. They really like the cracked corn that I've been making for them, so that's good. But yeah, so probably in the next video, I'll show when I'm going to start building it. Obviously, I'm going to figure out exactly where I want it and kind of rough idea how big the pen's going to be. So I know I'd like to have a big enough pen I could divide it into 2 kind of paddocks, just so I can kind of switch them every once in a while. But we'll see. I'm excited to finally get this started. I just haven't had the time that I'd like to have had to devote to it. But so yeah, that's it. Probably be a couple weeks really before I start building it. So that's really all I've got to say about it. So it's gonna be a series. It's not gonna be happening super fast. It will be happening. It will be happening a lot faster than my. I know I started a series, one of my first videos, where I was going to make a water cart for irrigating the gardens with, and I don't know if any of you have seen that video, but I made one video where I talked about what I was going to do, similar to what I'm doing here, and then I never made another video. And pretty much the only reason for that is the cage for the tank. I ended up using it for my corn crib. So I was still planning on getting back to that eventually, but not anytime soon. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. This is just kind of a quick little video about what's going on here on the homestead, and I'm excited to be having a real chicken coop soon. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.